Hello and welcome to Evolve Pipedrive podcast, where we talk all things Pipedrive, sales, apps, and Pipedrive marketplace. My name is Bruce Bignell. I'm a sales director here at Evolve, and today it's my great pleasure to be joined by Simon Bates, the co-founder of Channelyze. And today Simon's going to be walking us through Channelyze platform and how it integrates with Pipedrive. Simon, over to you.
Thanks, Bruce. Yep. So Channelyze is a partner relationship management platform that kind of brings together software vendors, distributors, and partners to manage and grow their channel partnerships and collaborate around leads, deals, product learning, and marketing, etc. So I'm going to just give you a quick overview of some of the features in Channelyze, and then I'll show you how that integrates with Pipedrive.
Brilliant.
So I guess the first thing that when you're starting your channel journey, you're going to want to um, capture partners, invite partners to partner with you and getting involved. So we've got a pretty partner centric focus here. Everything is about partner experience with Channelyze. So we have lots of different partner resources for vendors to capture partners by being able to create. We've got like a sort of CMS, content management system, that they can easily brand and then make available on their website to capture partners. And they can easily include partner locators. So when people are coming to your website, they want to see what partners that you have, and so they can easily connect with those partners. And also vendors want to be able to make themselves visible to the partners that we have on Channelyze, and they can do that with their own vendor listing. But when you first get a partner on board, the most important thing is the onboarding aspect of that partner. So to ensure that you get a really good partner experience, um, it's important to have that sort of onboarding templates that reflect exactly what you want to do. So with Channelyze, you can create different onboarding templates for different partner types. So imagine that you've got a VAR that you're wanting to onboard. Well, you can create a template which effectively creates a set of tasks as soon as you onboard that partner. And those can be things, anything from the initial welcome email through to signing the contract, and even getting them to enroll in a learning course, or to read a PDF, an ebook, or something like that, through to registering their first deal. So what we'll do, we'll go and have a look at, from the partner aspect, what that looks like registering their first deal. So what you're seeing here is a vendor portal, effectively, but I'm going to switch over to show a partner portal. So the thing to note with Channelyze, there are two very different sets of features for vendors and for partners. And so we handle lots of different types of partners, from distributors, value-added resellers, referral partners, and they've all got slightly nuanced feature sets. But they've all got access to their list of vendors here. Now, so this is where we're slightly different from other PRMs, in the sense that with other PRMs, you have to sort of log out and log into different vendor portals, if you like. But with Channelyze, we make it easy so that you can just switch from one vendor to another just with a single click. And once you're into a vendor portal, then you've got access to lots of different aspects of what the vendor is making available. So whether that's courses for you to understand more about their product and learn about the product, tasks that come about from that onboarding template that the vendors sort of created for you and sort of set in action as soon as the partner's onboarding. Also, marketing, so marketing campaigns. Another aspect to making the partner experience really good is the fact that we make it so easy for you to enroll as a partner into a vendor's marketing campaign. And vendors can create these campaigns, which are effectively a series of social posts in a sequence, and partners can review what's going to go out on their own social channels, and then in order to get involved in this campaign, they just have to click the enroll button here. And what that will do, that will post onto their own social channels, and any leads that they capture from that will become their leads, ready for them to register with the vendor. So we're going to have a look at what that looks like in a minute, registering a lead. Just to mention also, the vendor can publish assets so that the partner can easily go in and look at, sorry, the wrong button, look at any of the vendor's assets, which are going to help them to sell their products.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and create ourselves a new lead and publish that. And then sort of put that through to the vendor as a registered deal. So let me just enter a few details here. So this form is a form that the vendor can design. It's very simple in the form that I've got it.
Yeah.
So imagine this is just a new lead that's come in that the partner has created, and they can register it, and it's associated with a Channelyze vendor. And what they can do now is they can start picking from the vendor's price lists. Okay, so anything that's relevant to what that particular end user is interested in, they can add this as a line item.
Nice.
And then we're ready to go and register that deal. So there's another deal registration form that, again, is under the control of the vendor to design, and they're asking for a little bit more information, so the address and phone number, and we're going to go ahead and submit that. So that's now waiting for the vendor to approve that deal registration. And one of the reasons that partners register deals is because they might get a slightly more margin, or they might be protected from other partners coming in and claiming that deal. And you can see we've got an approval. So I've now switched back to the vendors portal. We've got approval that's come through from this partner, and we can see all the detail as a vendor, who that's from, and what the end user is. And then we can go ahead and accept or reject that. We're going to accept it. And then you see if we go into Pipedrive here in just a second, there we are. We've got the deal has come through to Pipedrive, and it's titled as a new deal. And if we go into this, we go into here somehow, yeah. Then you can see it's associated with the end user, the customer, but also there's the partner, this mic reseller, is specified as a participant of this deal.
And so that was the chap that registered it, right? So that was the chap that registered that deal. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so that was the partner that registered it, and so it's actually a very simple integration. And let me just show you what that looks like in terms of how that's configured. So if we go into the Pipedrive configuration, you can see that it's quite simple to configure in the sense that you can choose whether or not to synchronize leads and deals and or partners. Mm-hmm. You can also choose things like, what deal pipeline is this going to go through to in Pipedrive.
I noticed in Pipedrive it went straight to your marketing pipe line, and then obviously the stage as well, which is very cool.
Yes, that's right. You can choose which deal stage a new deal is going to go in at. And then you've got some control of what the deal title looks like as well. So it's a very simple integration in the sense that it's really just a synchronization. But what it's effectively doing is it's extending Pipedrive to be able to manage channel sales, if you like. Okay, it's managed through Channelyze, but Pipedrive will be able to represent those sales that come through the channel, whereas in the past it's not got the features that Channelyze offers in terms of being able to manage the onboarding and various other things. So Channelyze is able to do lots of different things, as you've seen already, in terms of partners, onboarding, but there's also things like renewals. So when you've got a subscription product which needs renewing, okay, Channelyze can notify both the partner and the vendor when a renewal is due, and they can see exactly what is ready to be renewed, and the partner can talk with the vendor using Channelyze. The vendor can give additional discounts and things like that around renewals. So it's very flexible in that respect. Also, we quickly mentioned about learning. So Channelyze has got its own learning management system, which means the vendors can create courses effectively for their partners to enroll in. And these courses can be sort of structured as videos and text and quizzes and things like that. And it's a really effective way of engaging with your partners to make sure they understand exactly about your product. And then, we talked briefly about marketing. So this is through partner marketing is something that partner relationship managers do, but I think we do it particularly well because our emphasis is on the how easy we make it for partners to enroll into these campaigns. So a campaign in our case is literally a set of social posts that the vendor can design and can automatically co-brand for the partner. And all the partner needs to do is connect themselves up to their social channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc., and then press one button to enroll in that campaign. So historically, partners rarely sign up or enroll in other vendors' campaigns because they're so difficult to do. So typically,
signing off on any images or signing off on any, it's
they need to download a bunch of assets. They need to brand them themselves quite often. They need to create their own campaigns, and then they need to report the leads back to the vendor at the appropriate time. All of that is handled by Channelyze in one go, one click, and it tracks the performance of all the campaigns, etc. I haven't got any data in here as such, but you can see exactly what your return on investment is, and you can think of it as a way of if you're setting out as a vendor for a marketing campaign, you want to basically amplify your voice. You can do that by inviting all your partners to enroll and get involved in that campaign. And it's a very simple thing to do, but the sort of result is as an amplified marketing message effectively.
I think that's a really great run through there, Simon. And certainly not just from the platform itself, which is very, very thorough. Obviously, we didn't really touch upon the dashboard. In fact, that's what I would say. If anyone wants to have their own personal demo, I would say reach out to Simon, or we'll have links in the description below to kind of request your own demo. In fact, I will leave it there because I think that I could keep going with this, but I think that there's more that someone would get by going through it with yourself. But as a platform to manage your partners as a vendor, that's very, very thorough. And the two-way sync with Pipedrive is something I haven't seen before. So yeah, well done, nice work.
Good, yeah. No, there's a lot more stuff under the hood. So and every vendor works slightly differently. So there's lots to sort of explore and scope out on a demo.
Yeah, lovely. Well, again, thank you, Simon. And if you want to get your own personal demo, check the links below. Cheers.
Thanks.